you son of a bitch. Cause Punch Drunk loves you.
Back then they showed no love. Punch drunk, hungover. Wake up to the new me. Bye-bye to my old self.
Let's
Wake
go.
up to the new me. Bye-bye to my old self. Wake up to the new me.
Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all ready now, baby? Bellevue Hospital, where you at? We need help. We need help. 911. 911.
Wake up to the new me. Bye-bye to my old self. Wake up to the new me.
DJ. You already know. This is Punch Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. 911, we need help. 911, animal rights. Somebody, wildlife, somebody. 911, the SWAT team, we need help. We need help. Get the gadgets. Paintball. Water gun. The real ones. I don't know, man. We need somebody locked up immediately. She might hurt herself. She might hurt others, but I think she may hurt herself. Shyneka Shields, a.k.a. Foofy Foofy. Damn. I've been telling y'all folks it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's worse. It's getting worse. Damn. Y'all remember the live when she like, he upstairs, he be at the fight. Y'all remember? Hey, y'all remember that? Y'all remember when she said that in one of the lives? He's upstairs. He be at the fight. I said, that's it. Ain't no coming back. We tagged it with the reprobate mind. The reprobate mind. Shout out to Miss Shyneka. Man, no wonder that a lot of people avoided the question. They were scared of that type of response. Tawana, what's good? Everybody in the chat, what's good, y'all? Thanks for the juice. Thanks, Sassy. What's good? No wonder people ain't want to ask that type of question. They ain't want that type of response from Shyneka Shields. The Breakfast Club ain't want to answer. Hey, yo, give everybody in the Breakfast Club the donkey of the day. MV, Charlamagne, the guy, the two beautiful ladies and stuff like that. Just y'all deserve the donkey of the day because still. Yeah, matter of fact, you know what I did? I haven't listened in my car. I don't listen to the radio. I stick to Spotify. I stick to podcasting, Spotify. Listen to my old jams. You feel me? Or English and Spanish, salsa, bachata, R&B. Man, so I say, you know what? I'll be honest. You know what was the last time I listened to talk radio, like radio outside of the ESPN New York Knicks? I wanted to listen not only to the snippet. I didn't want to go. I wanted to listen to the radio like back in the days and listen to 105.1. And I want to know who they was going to give the donkey of the day. And still, it's really weird that the Breakfast Club have not given Shyneka Shields the donkey of the day. But ladies and gentlemen, we don't need the Breakfast Club no more. I think they washed up. Or they scared. They scared of the response, right, of Shyneka Shields. Over here in Punch Drunk, we give the Pinocchio of the day. The I'm a real boy. Every time somebody does or says some stupid ish, we give them the Mrs. or Mr. Pinocchio of the day. As you all know, Shyneka Shields, if she ain't going to receive the donkey of the day in the Breakfast Club, she will receive the Pinocchio of the year. Last year, this year, and years. I think she takes the cake for the whole week. Shyneka Shields gets the Mr. Pinocchio of the day. However y'all want to identify her with. I'm a real boy. my Lord. Hi, dímelo con los 2 pesos de plátano. What's good, my brother? With the $2 super chat. Buy some chips. Tropical Fantasy. Do they still store 50-cent Tropical Fantasy? I haven't seen that shit in a while. Yo, good looking out. Shyneka Shields once again. Hold on. Let me catch up. Hi, dímelo, con los 2 pesos de plátano. Mr. Moonshine, el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. What's good, hi, how you doing, my bruv? What's good, man? Damn. She went in on Miss Shy. Why were you talking to Miss Shy like that, Shyneka Shields? You have no rights to be talking about and calling people pigs, huh? Who do you think you are? Huh? Don't be, what happened? Now you dissing. I thought you, these people be dissing black women. You now you dissing the black queens, huh? Shyneka Shields, because you ain't one? Hey, yo, give everybody a donkey of Minister Pinocchio today. The people that enable her, too, as well. You look at her team, and nobody say nothing to her. They Pinocchios and donkeys of the day, too. Huh? Hey, yo, Shyneka Shields, why you go out your way to talk about somebody else's divorce more than they talk about? Hey, yo, you talk about Remy Ma's husband and Remy's divorce more than the gigolo and Remy herself. Shut the F up. Do you know how to say? It's none of my business. Why don't you ask Pat, who's that? Why the fuck are y'all asking me all these type of questions and stuff like that? Why y'all asking me all these type of questions? I'm like, I'm not even married. I'm not even divorced. What the fuck? That shit irritates you, right? Huh, Mrs. Piggy? Huh? You're the pig one. You're the one that sniffing mud. I'm gonna tell you like this, folks. I ain't playing around, folks. I ain't playing around. I'm being serious. This is a little jokey joke, but this is serious jokes right here. Shyneka Shields is going to end up in a padded cell. The padded cell awaits. Bellevue Hospital awaits. Don't come near New York City. I'll call Bellevue Hospital right away. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, I don't give a damn what anybody say, man. You can call me, hey, yo, man, yo, Punch, you always trying to diss women and stuff like that. You a man. You shouldn't be dissing women and shit. Shut the F up. She ain't no damn lady. People respect ladies. People respect gentlemen. People respect righteous people. I don't expect women to respect low-life men. I don't expect ladies to respect the gigolo like from upstairs. No. We expect the ladies to respect sophisticated men out there, and vice versa. We respect men to respect sophisticated ladies. She ain't no damn lady. She's toxic. She's a cesspool, bruh. All because of one question. All because of one question, a legitimate question, a professional question, a question that a lot of people wanted to avoid because they wanted to avoid the clapback. Your unprofessional clapback. Your erratic clapback. You cheater. You cheated and stuff. You a cheater. And you was messing around with some barber and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, hey, yo, Miss Shyneka, I want you to sue this one. Sue her for the $8 million monopoly money that she got. Sue her for the $8 million monopoly money. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't know. Let's see how this started. Let's go right away. Let's go right away with the information, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go right away. The question heard around the world, and salute to Miss Shyneka. Shyneka? That's a name? Thank you for asking a question that a lot of people avoided because they were scared about the response of Shyneka Shields. Her delusional, erratic response, right?
How much longer are you willing to be in a relationship with somebody's husband?
Pause, because that's not somebody's husband.
Hey, yo, Foofy, that was a legitimate question. Foofy, that was a legitimate question. All right, you the one that come out here parading to the gigolo from upstairs. You're the one that like to put videos of you doing pad work while you in training camp with the gigolo from upstairs. It's you. You the one that bring it's the gigolo from upstairs in your press conference. Who you were sitting next to? Shyneka Shields, in your press conference, who you were sitting next to? The CEO of Win? No. Were you sitting with Dimitri Salita? No. Who was next to you? In your last press conference with French on Crew de Jeune, who was rippity rapi? Shut the hell up with your weak ass rhymes. Rippity and rippity rapi. Shut up and sit your ass down. You the one that's bringing this man to the sport of boxing. I'm a boxing channel. You want to come into the sport of boxing, or are we gonna be talking about you? I don't want to hear no rippity and rippity rapi. Why nobody asks any me questions about I came over there to promote my fight. Why she didn't ask the question of me, how do I lose weight? Dummy, that's a simple common sense question. Nobody gonna ask that question. Or why you ain't ask the question of how I lost the weight? By training, you damn fool, and by eating right. That's it. She didn't need to ask that question. You a fucking boxer. You know you need to make weight. Oh, she wanted Shyneka to ask her how she came down in weight. How does everybody in boxing come down in weight? Training, you dummy. Nobody want to ask you that damn question. And nobody give a damn. You see, ladies and gentlemen, what are we talking about right now? When we attach Shyneka Shields, what are we talking about? Look at all the interviews. Look at all the videos. All the short videos, long videos, live. What everybody's talking about. If anybody talking about Shyneka Shields versus K. Scott, Sophia from the Golden Girls, ain't nobody talking about that woman in Australia. Everybody knows in the sport of boxing that she's not even an overranked fighter. I'm talking about overranked, not super middleweight rank. Overall ranking worldwide, she is not ranked because she does not have enough professional experience in the sport of boxing. Why don't you talk about that fight? You can't talk about that fight because that fight is a politically fraudulent fight to me. As a pundit, everybody knows it. You can ask hardcore boxing fans, who the hell is K. Scott? They'll tell you. We don't know. Her amateur record, she lost half of her fights in the amateur circuit. There ain't no damn fight. Nobody give a damn about that fight. The only thing that people care about August 15th is Ray J versus Orlando Brown and Big Liz. Is it Big Liz versus Taseki? Nobody give a damn about your shit. Nobody give a damn about the prelims. Nobody give a damn about the undercard. Nobody give a damn about that damn event. I'm going to sell 20,000 seats. You ain't going to sell no damn 20,000 seats. It's going to be a bunch of comp tickets and giveaway tickets. Ain't nobody stupid out here. Hey, matter of fact, let's keep on going. Because I got a lot of shit to say, and I got a lot of things to educate the people in terms of, I understand there's people out there that really doesn't understand the logistic and the business of the sport of boxing, and I understand that other boxing content creators won't elaborate on the logistic of the business when it comes to Shyneka Shields, and a lot of people be like, yo, but Remy Ma's husband is the manager, and I'm going to tell you why she likes to say that he's not a manager when we all know that he is in a managerial position. But I'm going to tell you why she likes to say that and emphasize it and say it out loud. He's not my manager. He don't take no damn money from me and stuff like that. He don't take no damn money from me. Shut the F up. It's the thing is, you say that because the people that interview you don't know about the logistics of the sport of boxing. You say that out loud because most of the people don't know the business of boxing, but it takes punch drunk to educate the people now, and I will do so. But let's keep on going with the gossip. Give me a second. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. And follow me on Kick as well. We live on Kick as well. We got to get that Kick numbers up. Hold on. So she gave the question, heard around the world.
How
right?
much longer are you willing to be in a relationship with somebody's husband?
Pause, because that's not somebody's husband.
That is somebody's husband, idiot. But look at how she responded. Well, first she responded like this. Let's just catch up right quick. Hold on. She responded in her story, right? I'll just say this. This question was so corny. Papoose is separated and he filed for divorce. That doesn't mean he's divorced, you idiot. That doesn't mean he's divorced. You idiot. So leave me alone. No, with that husband shit. You leave it alone with that husband shit. You leave that husband shit alone, you crazy woman. Lastly, I handle this with composure. God is working on me. No, God is working against you. It's in the Bible. God is working against you. God is working against fornication. God is working against abomination. God is working against blasphemy. God is working against you. He's not working with you. And this is why we got to call this woman out. This is the reason why we gotta hold this woman responsible and accountable, because she's in a platform and she could actually motivate young ladies that it's okay. Hey girls, don't worry. I got a married man. You could get a married man. You know, I'm Shyneka Shields. I mean, I got $8 million and stuff like that. You could do what I do. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody loves me and everybody respect me. I got 2 gold medals. I got a married man. I mean, that is the way to go. You feel me? No. We're not going to let you contaminate the ladies around the world with your platform, foofy. We're not going to do it. We got to call you out. For those of you, shout out to the people and stuff like that. And I spoke to y'all about my moms and stuff like that. Shout out to my mom, Deuce, you know what I'm saying? Go and fight this cancer. We fighting this cancer. Go and fight this chemo and stuff like that. And I was thinking about when I call Shyneka Shields a cesspool and I call her cancerous in the sport of boxing, this is chemotherapy right now for the sport of boxing. This is the chemotherapy. We need to take this cancer out. She don't deserve to be in the sport of boxing, let alone be in position to inspire or motivate any women around the world. We need to nip it in the bud right quick. Anybody that doesn't want to hold her accountable when she's going out there and doing these interviews and doesn't want to ask the type of question like a Miss Shyneka, you're doing a disservice. Our culture, yo, and you know why I'm saying this? Because our culture is so toxic and it's so much of a cesspool right now that everybody buying into the bad of our culture. Every culture got their good and bad. Every culture, inner city, suburbs, or whatever. Every culture, every ethnicity got their goods and bad. They got a culture of good and bad. But we like to put the bad out there. We like to say that the Scoochies are the new wifey types. No, in no other culture do they say, hey, being with a married man is okay. No, it's not. We need to stop enabling the abnormal. That's what's happening in our culture. And we selling it. And even when we got something good that sometimes other cultures don't understand, we give them the worst. Look at the hip-hop music that we have right now. That shit is fucking garbage, bruh. It's garbage. It's no artistic, no scientific, artistic, nothing. What are we giving? The men are sassy. Hey, yo, the men are beta males. They don't want to hold nobody accountable. Men don't want to hold other men accountable and stuff like that. Men can't police their community and stuff like that. Men can't check on women. Oh, no punch. You're not supposed to speak on women. So who's supposed to speak on them? The other woman, no. A righteous woman could check a man, and a righteous man could check an unrighteous woman. Come on now. Yeah. This is chemotherapy right here, folks. Oh, punch, and you're loud, and you probably drunk when you talking. No, I'm not. I just got energy. That's it. I'm born with this type of energy. This is the way that I am. This is the way that I talk. I want to go to some boring ass channel and stuff like that and talk like Joel Osteen. Well, sir, I'm telling you right now, I believe that Shyneka Shields, she need Jesus. And she just need Jesus now because Jesus has had it with her. You know? Shyneka Shields need to repent. Shyneka Shields need to move away from her loving married man. I'm more like T.D. Takes, damn it. I'm more like Gino Jennings. Shit. I can't stand them boring channels and shit like that. I don't know how y'all can do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know. I guess everybody got their cup of tea. And shout out to all the boxing content creators and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I'm not. As a matter of fact, you know, when I actually do drink, that's my downer. You know how drink is people's upper? Drinks is my actually down. And drinks is where I'm relaxed. When people be like, hey, yo, look at Punch, yo, he lit, he. No, this is when I'm not drinking. If I'm drinking, I'll be like this. So, yeah. I get smooth when I drink. You feel me? I get into my smooth. You know what I'm saying? My eyes get a little chinkier. You know what I'm saying? My tone get a little, I speak a little slower and stuff like that. You know, and that's when people think I'm normal. That's when I'm lit. Olivier, what's good with the $10 super chat? Good looking now. Appreciate your hot punch. Many blessings for moms. Yeah, shout out to my moms. Good looking now. Appreciate you. I appreciate everybody, y'all prayers and stuff like that. The reason why I don't get down is because I need to stay positive, and we gonna beat this. And Mom Deuce is gonna beat this, and it's gonna beat cancer to the damn ground. We're gonna knock them. We're gonna knock cancer out. I changed my name. Good looking now, Terry. Appreciate you, Terry. Yeah, I remember you told me that. Appreciate you. Thank you for the donation. Donation. I thought it was a trash can. Man, matter of fact, let's keep on going. Yo, I even think I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me slow it down just a little bit. Let me slow it down. So, she said this, right? And I thought that Shyneka, she was going to leave it alone. Because, as a matter of fact, it's just good for her to leave it alone. But no, she ain't want to leave it alone. That shit was creeping up her emotions. It was creeping up in her heart. You know what I'm saying? That shit was bothering her at night. As a matter of fact, she probably was Pap, come downstairs. I need to talk to you. What you want? You be on the phone with Remy and stuff like that upstairs. What you want? Hey, yo, boy, go talk to your bed. Hold on. I don't want to go downstairs. Can I please come home? Nah, nigga, you ain't coming back home. Shit, I got everything shit popping. I got a new album. That's Remy, another lot when he's upstairs. I got a new album. I got new freestyle. I got new remix. I got new network. I'm performing everywhere. I'm getting my money up. Sorry. You wanted to be with that bum bitch? I'm sorry. But baby, I want to go downstairs, please. Do you still got my clothes? I want to pick it up. Nah, that shit is in the storage. What storage? Can I go to the storage with you? Pap, I need to talk to you. I want to talk about this damn interview. Pap, come downstairs. Damn it. But come downstairs and shit like that. You know when Shyneka Shields is going through it, you know when she already crashed out. See, there's a pattern. If you haven't noticed, there's a pattern with Shyneka Shields when she crashes out. When she crashes out, that's when she mentions God in her tweets and in her message. That's when she mentions God, because she already crashed out. She already destroyed the house. She bit all the bones and stuff like that. She was biting the ceilings and stuff like that. After she's done, they calm her down, and then she said, thank you, Jesus. God, please. God. Why? Why is everybody saying this shit about me in social media? I go to Instagram, they talk shit. I go to YouTube, they talk shit. I go to Snap, I go to Twitter, they talking shit. I go to church, they talking shit. My family talk shit about me. Everybody talk shit about me. My recommendation talk shit about me. Can you recommend me somebody that says something positive about me? Pat, come downstairs. I'm gonna talk. Hi, D-Man, Mr. Moonshine, the stand-up boxing comedy. Good looking out. Good looking out. Hi, low. Appreciate you, my brother. What the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I am a 2 gold medalist. Like, I got 4 division undisputed world champion. I got a movie out. Why don't nobody respect me and love me and tell me that I'm beautiful? Don't nobody know you, Shyneka Shields. I've been trying to tell y'all for a long time. Don't nobody know you. Boxing is a niche sport. You're lucky that we talking about you. Boxing is a niche sport. And women boxing is a niche sport. It's only a few of us in the years that's talked about women boxing. Everybody in boxing doesn't like you no more. And now everybody outside of the sport of boxing has gotten to know you. They didn't know who you were. Boxing has had it with you. When you got MVP banning Claressa Shields, you got MVP. 90% of the females in the sport of boxing is signed with MVP. ESPN and Netflix, the only American entity that is invested in the sport of boxing, is only invested in women's boxing. And guess what Shyneka Shields did when you had an offer to sign with MVP, right? To be alongside with the other woman and the entity that's trying to empower women. You chose to the offer and suck on the butt hair of Remy Ma's husband. Selfish. And now you're going to be performing August 15th with the baddies and Ray J and Orlando Brown. Embarrassing. Don't nobody know you in boxing. And what Shyneka said today is what I've been saying for years and months. And especially I've been saying ever since she got with Remy Ma's husband, that everything that you have done has been overshadowed. You got to fight in 2 weeks and ain't nobody talking about your fight. Ain't nobody talking about, even in that snippet, that interview that you had with Shyneka out there in Atlanta, where you gonna be fighting. When you went to Atlanta the first time, they what was it? Cheryl Underwood. Is it Cheryl Underwood, the comedian? Ask her, are you do you got a man? Or I mean, she asked her, are you single? No, I'm with Pap. Don't nobody know that dude. That dude has been expired a long time ago. Don't nobody know the only relevancy that, I'm just keeping it real. I'm not saying that this guy can't put words together. I'm not saying that he's not a good lyricist. I'm not saying he's not a good underground rapper. What I'm saying is that he's got an outdated style. Nobody cares about his rhymes. He's still in his car rhyming while Remy Ma is doing all the great things and elevating herself and is glowing like hell. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Bronx, right? She's relevant because of her artistic and legendary status and skills. Remy Ma is popping because of her music, her freestyle. Everybody's singing along a freestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you like this. When was the last freestyle song that everybody know? Hey, yo, Remy Ma is popping so much that when she's performing her freestyle, bro, her freestyle, that's not even a song. That's a beat that everybody from the Caribbean to America, from the UK, was rhyming on. Everybody from the rappers from the UK, America, and the Caribbeans, the reggae singers, is rapping over that beat. She outshined everybody. You saw her performances. We hear it. Harlem, Bronx, everywhere. She's performing and everybody knows the word. When was the last freestyle song? The last time I seen this type of movement, I got to keep it real. I keep it honest. The last time I see this type of movement was 50 Cent. When 50 Cent was dropping his mixtape. And his freestyle over the beats was bigger than the actual songs. You know what I'm saying? The mixtape, the freestyle mixtape era. She don't need, the only relevancy, and I understand why this guy doesn't pull the leash back. The reason why the gigolo from upstairs does not pull the leash like, hey, yo, woman, don't get, Shyneka Shields, let it go. That motherfucker can't even push the leash back. But the only reason why he doesn't do it is because his only relevancy is still being married to Remy Ma. That's the reason why he don't want a divorce, Shyneka Shields, you stupid idiot. His relevancy is that he's still married to Remy Ma. If he actually finalizes the divorce and doesn't ask for half like a bitter bitch, my brother, a man gotta tell you, bro, stop being a bitter bitch, bro. Who the fuck a dude is asking for half? I want half.
No, I want half. No, I used to send you common ceremony. I want half.
Man, move on, bruh. Move on, bruh. Bro, you got daughters. You got, man, I'm not trying to bring the kids into this, but my brother, have some type of dignity, bro. Who gives a yo, ladies and gentlemen, I said this in one of my videos. Shout out to my beautiful son, my oldest son, right? I went through 11 months custody battle. Oh, that shit took a lot out of me, bro. Oh, yeah. That took a lot out of your boy Punch. You know what I'm saying? It was good in the beginning. It was bad and stuff like that. It didn't work. I moved into another relationship. She said, man, if you go into another relationship, I'm going to make your life a living hell. Yeah. Yeah, baby moms was, she was. And I know, and look, and there's two sides of the story, right? But I also held myself accountable. You know what I came with the conclusion when I held myself accountable? I said, if I did not bring a child into this world righteously, the proper way, getting married first, being in a relationship. My oldest son, he came out of wedlock. But I was there every day, every step of the way, ever since he was born, right? But I got to be honest. I didn't bring him into this world the righteous way. And after all the battles and the drama and stuff like that, I came with the conclusion that don't expect things to be sunshine and roses. Don't expect things to be sunshine and roses if you do not do things the righteous way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I take it to the chin. But let me say it like this, 11-month court battle. Eventually, guess what? And look, before that, oh man, she had me on child support and all that stuff. Y'all know how it is, folks. I ain't sending no damn link, Bobby. Stop spamming, my brother. This ain't a link show. Not yet. Not yet. No disrespect. It's not a link show. You keep on saying the same shit. What the fuck? I said Pepsi had the minute in the show. Yeah. So I went through 11-month court battle. But guess what? Eventually, I won custody of my son. And let me tell you like this, throughout the court battle, before that, folks, it was bad. It was so bad that, and I was working 2 jobs. I left one job. I said, I can't handle this. I can't handle this no more, bro. When people using my son against me, I couldn't handle it. You know what I'm saying? But finally, 11-month court battle, I won custody of my son. Right? I remember that time. I remember when we came out the court and my son's mom said, "You won." And she started crying, "You won." And I'm like, this wasn't a game. This wasn't a war. I never go to court and ask for sole custody. Just respect my half. That's it. I remember when I won custody, and I remember the judge or whatever y'all want to call it asked my son's mom if when he's with you, what are the times that the father could call for the child, right? She said from 6 to 8. From 6 to 8. That's my window when my son will be with her. The judge asked me when he's living with you, what are the times that she could call for the child, like just phone calls and stuff like that. I said anytime. She could call at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3. That's her son. She has 24 hours access. And you know what the judge said? The judge went like this to me. I like that. So throughout the thing, the judge was seeing the bullshit. The judge was seeing and I was like, if she's lying, I'm defamation of character, a perjury and stuff like that. I was stressing it. You know what I'm saying? She had to say since day one he's been there. He takes him to all his physical and doctors and all that. The truth had to come out. But look, we're good. We're good now. Everything is all civil. My son in college, but let me tell you, it was rough. But let me tell you the difference between a man and a beta male, like the gigolo from upstairs, right? He wants half. When I had my son living with me, I didn't go back to court and get for child support. I didn't say, you know what? She tried to fuck up my life and she tried to take my money and blah 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 blah. Guess what? Now my son is living with me. Now I'm gonna go to court and now she gonna have to pay. No, I'm like, I don't want that. I remember some of my boys was like, yo, so you gonna go to court? You gonna go to court and go after? I said, nah, man. You know why? Because I pray to God. All I wanted was my son. And guess what? God answered my prayers. If I go beyond and not accepting God accepting my prayer and blessing me with having custody of my son, right? If I try to go back and do that's not what I prayed for. I didn't pray for God. I want my son and I want custody of my son, and then so I could just take her to child support and make her life a living hell like she tried to make mine. That's not what I prayed for. So when I was going back and forth with my friends will say like, yo, you stupid, bro. You stupid, yo. She was trying to she was effing you over, bro. Yo, I was seeing how you were trying to fight the world. Yo, cause I was back, yo, you ain't want to see me around those days. If somebody even irks me just a little bit, I'm swinging, bro. I'm swinging. It got to the point where my friends was like, yo, crazy, yeah, bro. You reckless right now. I was already, I had a chip on my shoulder. Anybody that said I was on demon time. Got to the point nobody wanted to be that shit because that shit was irking me. Just fighting for my son and stuff like that. But I didn't feel like a man. Me getting money from now while I move. No, I don't know. I don't want nothing from you. Hell no. Imagine nigga waiting on a man waiting for a check from baby mama. Get the fuck out of here, yeah. So I'm looking at this dude. He's asking for half, allegedly. My brother, no one. See, I didn't even have to know details to say that this dude is a gigolo. I didn't have to go through the details. I already know. I know this type. I know his type. What I told y'all folks, I said the weakest men, the weakest men in the world is those that seek vulnerable women. They don't know how to be with strong women. They know how to be with women that's vulnerable, that's on their low, so they could pitch them a lifestyle. They could pitch them, oh, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants you right now. So those are weak men. Weak men that can't handle a strong woman, a responsible woman, a real successful woman that is righteous, that has real morals and principle. A helper, a nurturer, motherly, and all that beautiful stuff that God intended a woman to be. Right? There's some men that like them and I noticed that. If you go back to the story, this guy wanted to propose to Remy while she's in jail. That's for me, that's a female trait. That's not a female trait, a insecure female trait. That's like when a dude is locked up and the dude is telling his girl, which he was cheating on, doing her wrong while he was out. Nah, baby, don't worry. When I'm out, don't worry, baby. When I'm out, that shit, man, it's going to be me and you, man. F everybody. You know how they, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just left me. Nobody gave no compensation money. Nobody supported me. It's only going to be me and you, baby. I want to marry you. I want to give you a family. I want to give you all that shit. Yeah, he's only saying that shit because he's vulnerable. He doesn't have anything left but the chick that's bringing him food, stacking his commissary and all that stuff, right? His books. I want to marry you. Nah, he just doing that because he's on his low. Now do that when you out and you all right. So you ask your chick to marry you when she's in her low, when she's locked up. Just like you want Shyneka Shields. You know she's vulnerable. You know she's insecure. It's documented. You know how you can manipulate. That's the easiest type of woman that you can manipulate. Flor con los Cinco peso with the $5 super chat. Good looking out, blowing flowers. Love your personal story. Thanks for sharing and being an example of real men, flaws and all respect. Of course. Oh yeah, there's flaws, and of course, two sides of the story, right? I would love to have that that podcast, like me, my son, and have like I think it will help people. It'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing to hide. You know, that's why I tell the truth. I tell the truth publicly. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even tell men or women to jump into a relationship if they're not in a happy place and they're not secure and they're not financially stable. No. I wouldn't even tell, to be honest, I wouldn't even tell a man or woman to jump into a relationship with somebody else that doesn't, I'm not saying to be identical, that have, that's not compatible. Do not jump in a relationship with somebody that's not compatible. You don't got to be the same, but it's not compatible. Do not jump in a relationship if you're a strong, your faith is Muslim and the other person's faith is Christian and you got strong faith. You're going to clash somewhere somehow. Don't try to date somebody that's if you're a Republican, do not date somebody that's fully left and a Democrat, vice versa. You're going to crash. There's going to be some arguments. There's going to be some arguments. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be some argument. There's going to be some the ideology is too different. You're going to have some problems. Be with somebody that's compatible, but jump into a relationship when you're happy, secure, stable, and financially stable as well. If you're a grown man or woman, you know what I'm saying? Or if you want to live a traditional, that's good as well. If a man is financially and willing to, you know, want to have a traditional type of household, that's great too. It's great too. God intended that way. It's great too. I'd rather have it that way, you know. But anyway, let's continue with, so we got this right? We got this, and then yesterday, Claressa Shields didn't stop there. She wanted to go further because it was irking her. So she disrespected Miss Shyneka.
Because I told you that my man is going through a divorce. Us do not consider him a married man. Do not consider him a married man. But bitch, you sit here and cheat on your husband. Me and you not the same. So I never even knew nothing about you, Miss Shyneka. But since you want to come fucking with me, since you want to do interviews with haters, I want to tell you the real reason why Pap is with me. I'm a badass bitch.
You's a liar!
Flat out. My ass is real. My body's real.
I was prom queen of King High School.
You used to be the prom queen, now you ain't nothing but the prom thing.
I look good as fuck in the face.
You's a liar!
I'm successful. I'm young. And the things that my little punana can do is amazing.
Ding! Stinky pinky! You's a liar!
But no, I'm not even mad about her question because
You's a liar!
you asked the question in a distasteful way.
You's a liar!
I answered in a very classy way.
You's a liar!
Because the fans eating your ass up.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
You was dead ass wrong, but she checked the fuck out of you.
You smoke crack, don't you?
With your Miss Piggy looking ass, a question in such a distasteful way. And I answered you like the professional.
My goodness. You asked her in the profession way. You notice. Hey, yo, folks, do you notice that she ain't saying nothing like intellect, spirituality, family values, motherly, nurturer? You ain't saying nothing good that a real righteous man is looking for. You said coochie. You said ass. Huh? You said pretty. Stop, Shyneka. Look. I'm going to say this, folks. I think that ugly is an ugly word. I don't like to call no women. I don't like to use the ugly word. To be honest, I don't like to use the ugly word. But let me tell you like this. Claressa Shields, as a man, you do not have the universal attraction. You're not a sex symbol. All right? I'm just being honest with you. That's the nicest way. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, put it this way. Your attitude, your inside is what makes your outside look horrible. Your inside is truly what makes the outside look horrible. If she didn't have that attitude, you don't look at her that way, right? If she had a nice, classy, and still have your confidence. I'm not saying drop your confidence. I'm not saying that, yo, when they talk about a potential fight, that you ain't gonna say you're gonna F up this chick. Have that. This is the fight game. I like that confidence. It's like Alicia Baumgartner. Alicia Baumgartner still talk her shit. You know what I'm saying? She still talk her shit. Emily Bridges still talk her shit. You know what I'm saying? Sky Nicholson still talk her shit. You feel me? I'm not saying don't talk your ish when it comes to challenging and competition and the fight game. That's all right. That was you on the come up. That was you on the come up. You know what I'm saying? You didn't, yo, Shyneka, let me say like this, ladies and gentlemen. Shyneka Shields ain't give a damn about her wigs. She ain't never used to wear wigs. She ain't care about the makeup. She ain't care all about that. And guess what? A lot of people respected her and liked her way before the fake, the makeup, the wigs, the gigolo from upstairs, the married man. Shyneka Shields was more mature back then than she is right now. She was tolerable back then. She didn't need the wigs, the dress, the teeth. She didn't need none of that. And she had way more respect. Oh, no. Good looking now. Good looking now. But now she's just nasty and disrespectful and toxic and a cesspool. All because of a question, a legitimate question. Chad GPT is Shyneka Shields. You with a married man, you idiot. Everybody knows that. The married man knows that. Even the married man, what is it? The married man tells you when you getting mad and you crashing out in the house and you go upstairs, or you tell him to come back downstairs and you tell him why they keep on saying, why they keep on questioning, yo, baby. Hey, yo, gigolo from upstairs, tell her. Hey, yo, I'm married. What the fuck is this guy telling you? Oh, no, baby. I'm not married because you're my soulmate. So our soul tells us that we are married spiritually. I am divorced. I think he fucks up her mind like that. Baby, don't listen to the words. Listen to the spirit of the heart. You see, I may be married on paper, but that's not what counts. You know what I told you, huh? That I will handle this in the court. Because we don't handle things with the law. Don't pay attention about the law, baby. The law doesn't matter. The law does not matter. Our heart and our spirit is married. My heart and the spirit, we are, me and her is divorced. For real. That sounds so cute, Pat. I get it now. So the spirit is what really counts. Because as a matter of fact, when we all die, the spirit is what counts anyway. Like, think about it. It has to be with the physical, because even God is spiritual. So I understand everything you're saying, boo. I understand it now. You're not married because of spirit. I understand. Yeah. The spirit, the physical is divorce, but the spirit, I'm a single man. I mean, I'm with you. You're my queen. The spirit of us, what counts. Because when we all die, it's our spirit that's going to live on. So just like our spirit lives on and the body, the spirit, you feel me? The physical marriage dies. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, baby? I swear. And I know he's saying this shit after a good F. When he, oh my God, no. And he like, you remember the movie Baby Boy? The movie Baby Boy? When she like, Jody this and Jody that. I hate you, Jody. I hate you. That's Shyneka Shields. I hate this shit, Pap. You still married and shit like that. You keep on telling that you're going to have divorce and stuff like that. You ain't never going to have divorce. It's been 2 fucking years. I'm fucking embarrassed and stuff like that. And then Pap, burn. Baby, don't worry about it. Tell me what you're talking about. All right. You're not married. You're not married. I'm going to the whole world and not married. And that's what it is. That's what it is. He tries to F up on my after that pillow talk. Jody, I hate you. I hate you, Jody. And then yuckity. Sorry, damn it, it's a Christian show, but damn, we all adults. We understand what's going on around here. Huh? Then that pillow talk. Nah, baby. But, baby, I'm just saying that everybody making fun of me. Baby, who they? Who's with you right now? Who's putting that $3 million bonus in your pocket? Is anybody in YouTube putting that shit for you? Is anybody in Facebook putting that shit to you? Huh? Who? Who's with you right now? Where your cousins at? Where your sister at? Where your parent at? It's me right here. I'm here every day upstairs. Don't listen to them. Words are words. But the spirit of us lives on. But when are you gonna go to when you gonna get a divorce? Don't worry, baby. You know I'm going to court every damn time. While you in training, I'm going to court. Yeah, but I told them I ain't gonna handle that shit with the law. I'm gonna handle it with the court. So I go to the court, I be like, yo, where my divorce at? They said, sign some papers. I said, nah, man, we got to stand up. We black, baby. We black, so we got to stand up. Feel me? We don't listen to the white man when I go to court. I said, I ain't going to handle that shit with the law. I got my baby out there training. I'm with her. You know? I can't imagine him effing up her mind like that. That's the only way I could see this shit, bro. Because she can't. She's dumb, bro. Yo, how many people is trying to open up her eyes, open up her mind? How many? She's in social. You know what one thing is? Shyneka Shields in social media. She looks at everybody's content, including mine. She be jumping on the comment section. Yeah, that's why she said she wanted to sue me last year. So she's on. She disguises herself and goes to hood boxing, right? Remember that time when she disguised herself? And shout out to all the boxing content creators, right? She listens, she replies to tweet, she listens, she reads every tweet, she reads every comment, she watches every video. You would think that something would click in, like, yo, if 98% of the people is saying this, and 98% of it is looking out for you. 98% of it, as a matter of fact, Shyneka said what I've been saying for a while, but shout out to Shyneka by saying it. And this is her reply after Shyneka Shields erratically disrespected her.
I asked that question from a place of care. I can tell that there's more going on than meet the eye. As I led in my question, I said, I've been here before. A lot of women have. I hate that for you. I hate that people are, looking at you and your talent, but your drama and who you chose to love is overshadowing that.
Folks, why is that so hard to grasp, Shyneka? Why is that so hard to grasp? That is many people's energy, including the hecklers, the people that critique you. That is their energy as well. The jokes, that's the energy. That's the energy. Your friend, my guy, Eric Kelly, came to my channel. We had a discussion. We going back and forth. He's saying, oh, yo, Punch, you wrong about this. But you know what we both agreed on? What he had to agree. He's your friend. He's Pap's friend. He's Pap's friend. He said, yo, she should have jumped in that relationship when he finalized his divorce. Even the people closest to you were saying that. Good looking now with the jewels. Appreciate you. You feel me? Everybody looking out for you. For you not to look the way that you're looking now. You being you self-glorified mistress and side piece, you have put your career in the back burner, bruh. Nobody knows you. And even when you get the opportunity to talk in these podcasts, The highlight of those interviews has always been about Pap. The highlight of the Breakfast Club is you talking about the divorce. The highlight of the last interview is you talking about divorce. Your live is talking about the divorce, you stupid idiot. Nobody cares that you're fighting next. Nobody cares about your career. Nobody cares about your inflated accomplishment and your stat patent belts. Nobody cares. Shyneka Shields. Traditionally, unfortunately, boxers go broke. Shyneka Shields, boxing is a pimp and hoe game. And anybody in boxing knows that. In boxing, is not that you're not going to get pimped out. I'm talking even the dudes, even the fighter. In boxing is you got to overcome that. Everybody gets pimped out in boxing. And there's people that overcome that. I'm not talking about physically, sexually. I'm not talking about boxing. Business-wise, the business is structured that way. The business is structured that way. It is what it is. And eventually, you empower yourself. Like Floyd Mayweather, like Oscar De La Hoya, like Canelo Alvarez, Devin Haney and Bill Haney. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez right now signed to the Zone, Takeover Promotion, a direct deal with the Zone. No middleman, no promoters. You understand? And then, for those that doesn't know, now I'm gonna go, I don't want to get too boring with this, but I'm gonna try to break this down. Very concisive and for the people that don't understand the sport of boxing and the logistic of the business of boxing, because I know that's something that people really don't understand, not because they don't know, they don't want to understand. It's because it's people are uninformed. But I want to explain it because I believe that nobody is explaining it to the people, because there's a subject of Papoose manages Claressa Shields. I'm going to say this, folks. Listen up. And Shyneka Shields, you know this, and this is the reason why you don't like going to talk to real boxing people, right? Because they know. Or some, not even boxing people really know the ins and outs of the business, right? Remy Ma's husband is not a licensed registered manager, right? Not because he don't want to be or can't be. Matter of fact, not because he can't be. It's because he shouldn't be at the time. What is Remy Ma's husband's occupation? Let me just educate you right quick, because I know there's people that he's the manager. He manages her. But she likes to say that he's not the manager because she wants to emphasize to the people that he's not in this situation because he gets money off of her. It's not about the money. That's what she keeps on saying. And he doesn't manage me. He's not my manager. He's not my manager. Then who is Shyneka Shields? Because it's not Mark. It's not Mark. He's not your manager no more. Who facilitated the deal with you and Win Records? Who facilitated the deal with you and Win Records? Remy Ma's husband. So he's working as a managerial, but he's not a licensed registered manager. Why he's not a licensed registered manager? Because he's what? A creative director to Win Records. Creative director to Win Records. Win Records has now become a co-promoting Shyneka Shields fight with Salida Promotion. The reason why he can't be a manager of Shyneka Shields is because he is a creative director of Win Records who has a co-promotional deal with Salida. A promoter and a manager cannot be the same. You cannot be in a promotional company and manage. That is against the Muhammad Ali Act. That's the reason she likes to say, oh, he's not my manager. Yeah, he's not your manager written. Written, he's not your manager. But he's not getting paid. He's not working for free either. He's your project. He's your project. So y'all took y'all manager out, right? Mark. Mark is actually the manager of K. Scott now. Mark is the manager of K. Scott now. He said he ain't promoting either. No. But listen. There's a lot of loopholes in the sport of boxing. Boxing is a wild, wild west. Boxing, the business of boxing is not constructive like other sports. It's not. There's loopholes. There's guys that become advisors, right? But really they're managing the fighter, but they rather be labeled as advisor because you cannot sue an advisor the way that you could sue a manager. You understand? People act as act as our advisor, acting like managers. Remy husband is acting as a manager, but he is a creative director of Win Records. He cannot be the manager, the registered licensed manager, and still be the creative director, in which they already head into a co-promotional deal with Salida, because that's a violation of the Muhammad Ali Act in the sport of boxing. So that's why she says, Shyneka, he's not my manager. What the fuck y'all talking about? He's not my manager. Yeah, you want to emphasize he's not your manager, but he does managerial work. He handles your career. That's the reason why you do a press conference. Who's sitting right next to you? So who is the face of Win Records? When you think about Win Records, who's the face? Who's the guy that promotes Win Records the most? Even before Claressa Shields got signed, who? Remy Ma's husband is the face of Win Records. I'm not saying he's the CEO, but he's the creative director of Win Records. He acts on, his job is to create all of this. He facilitated the deal. So you're doing some managerial work. There's loopholes in the sport of boxing and to prevent you being violated through the Muhammad Ali Act, in which right now they're fighting in Congress. If y'all been following boxing, shout out to Nico Ali, shout out to Nick Khan, shout out to Oscar de la Hoya. They took it to Congress and made pass that, yes, there's going to be a situation where, everybody, it's going to be like it was even before, when fighters would be taken advantage of. But I don't want to bore y'all with all of that stuff. That's going way too deep. But what I just want to clarify what she doesn't want to clarify. He's not a licensed, registered manager to you, because he can't be. Thanks. Appreciate you, Dwana. He can't be your manager and be the creative director to Win Records as Win Records is co-promoting your fights. That is against the Muhammad Ali Act. It can't. So he is facilitating deal. He is the one that's probably called. What did Shyneka said in that same interview? She said, he asked her, who's the manager? And she said, Papoose. You know why? Because he probably facilitated that interview like a manager. He facilitated the deal with Win Records. You don't need the quote unquote licensed manager, because he's already getting paid for the work. You don't need Mark anymore. Right? What is Mark's last name? Tseki. What's Mark's last name? I met him before, but what is his last name? Tateki, what's his last name? Give me a second. I gotta get his, so y'all can understand who I'm talking about. So y'all could Google who I'm talking about. Hold on. What's his last name? Starts with a T. I just know him as Mark. Hold on. Taffet. That's his last name, Taffet, right? And he's very, very known in the sport of boxing. That was her manager before she became a free agent, and Remy Ma's husband facilitated the deal. See, he should have kept his mouth shut when he told Vlad TV that he facilitated that deal. The reason why he needed to say that is because they was getting on him. What are you doing? What do you have? How you make your money? So he needed to big himself up. And that's one thing about Remy Ma's husband, that he does not defend Claressa Shields. He don't defend her. He didn't defend her in the freestyle towards 50 Cent. He's not defending this divorce and stuff. He's not answering all these questions. He don't defend. He doesn't pull back the leash. He doesn't say anything on social media to defend Shyneka Shields, especially right now. He's not defending her. Shyneka Shields, listen up right quick. You a stepping stone for them to establish themselves in the sport of boxing. You got 2 more fights left after this one. You might your contract may not get renewed. They gave you a $3 million bonus for a reason. It's because you're not gonna get $2 million a pop. You're not gonna get $2 million a pop. You're gonna get paid $1 million. And the good thing about the Georgia State Athletic Commission, the Georgia Entertainment Athletic Commission. One thing about them is that, and I know what they're gonna try to do, but I don't think they can do that because, you know, the jurisdiction. What is the jurisdiction and stuff like that? There's some commissions in America that they don't release public information like purses, gate, and stuff like that. But the Georgia State Athletic Commission does release them. It goes to the public. So I know that probably Shyneka, she was listening right now. They're gonna try hard for the Georgia Athletic Commission not to disclose the information, the ticket sales, the gate revenue, the purses. You know why? Because that's going to expose her. Just like the licensing fee in Michigan that I got, $1.6 million. That's why she can't say nothing. They didn't give her more than $1.2 million. The more that she probably made was $1 million, 1.1, 1.2, because the pot was 1.6. That's why she ain't brag about that she got $2 million. She couldn't brag about money. So she likes to say 18,000. Well, see, a lot of people can't fact check the comp tickets, the tickets that sells in the black market. Ain't nobody going. It's not 20,000. If you look at it right now, you know that 20 it's not going to be sold out. If it's more, I'm gonna say it like this: if and when I get the facts of those ticket sales, you're gonna see that more than 6,000 to 7,000 tickets was given away. You're gonna see 6,000 to 7,000. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say 5,000. At least 5,000. I'm gonna be nice. At least 5,000 tickets was given away. At least 5,000 was taken away. Why don't you go out there and promote that this fight is gonna be on the zone? Because your fight is gonna be on the zone. It's not gonna be on Zeus. You're not even going out there promoting the proper way. You're worried about the tickets. You know why? You know why? Because you could brag about fraudulent ticket sales and that, but the zone, you don't bring no subscription to the zone. You're not gonna be in Zeus. I'm gonna get $20,000, 20,000 seats, 20,000 seats. That ain't you. That ain't you, woman. That ain't you. Win Records and Salida, Win Records, Salida Promotion already know. They couldn't. If Win Records did not come into the table, Salida Promotion was gonna let you be a free agent. But you was chasing and trying to choke on Remy Ma's husband's ass hair, and that's why you signed that contract. You should have signed with MVP, with the infrastructure, the fights. The ESPN, Netflix. Lady with the finger heart. Appreciate you. Hold on. Put that picture right back up. Let's listen.
I asked that question from a place of care. I can tell that there's more going on than meet the eye. As I led in my question, I said, I've been here before. A lot of women have. I hate that for you. I hate that people are, looking at you and your talent, but your drama and who you chose to love is overshadowing that.
You know what's? Shout out to Shyneka. Shout out to Shyneka. You know what it is? Also, is I see Shyneka in a lot of people that has gotten to know Claressa Shields for the first time, because that was her energy. Her energy was my energy in the beginning. There used to be people telling me years ago, yo, Claressa Shields, she's toxic. She's not a good person. She's a disgusting woman. People in the sport of boxing saying that she's a disgusting. And I used to argue with them. I used to go to channels and debate them. I used to go and argue, go back and forth with pundits and media folks. People that got the power of the pen to put fighters into the Hall of Fame. Because I was one of the very, very few to talk about women's boxing. And I say, yo, there is no time for people to diss women. The women need us more than anybody, because there's not a fan base of women watching women boxing. It's not. The reality, it was not. 4, 5, 6 years ago, it was not. There was not women watching boxing, nor women. It's not like the WNBA where a lot of women support WNBA, but in women boxing, a lot of women don't. Now, the emerge of especially the rivalry of Mendes Serrano and Katie Taylor and MVP and stuff like that, and the push and the investment of women boxing is better than ever, right? But it wasn't like that. People kept on telling me, nah, she's nasty, man. She doesn't have no respect for nobody. So I could understand her energy when I believe that she was highly genuine. This was a olive branch type of question. That was a woman looking at you, looking out for you, just like I've looked out for you and other people have looked out for you. And you have burned every effing bridge there is. Every effing bridge there is. And the reason why you still afloat is because you think you got a man that loves you. And there are people in relationships like that. They will lose their friends. They will lose their family, their mother and father over dick. There will be women out there. I've seen it. We've seen it. There is situations like that. A woman will, there's women out there that they will disown their kids over dick. Just like there's men that would do it over pussy. Most of the people that Claressa Shields came up with that protected her is no longer around her. She chose a married dick over everybody else. Unfortunately, and this may be inevitable, boxers go through a downfall, whether in the ring or outside of the ring. The best of the best. The best of the best. The difference between certain fighters' downfall. The difference between certain fighters' downfall is that there are fighters that have a downfall, but we love them. Mike Tyson had a downfall. Mike Tyson had a disgusting downfall. Allegedly, even a situation that even me being a hardcore Mike Tyson fan, I didn't think that Mike Tyson actually did it. I don't think that Mike Tyson raped that woman. But that's just that could be me being delusional, or me being a fan of Mike Tyson. I didn't want to believe it. I don't believe it, right? Even if you look at the court case, I don't believe it. Rapstar Boxing Now is the voice of the UK London. What's good, my bro? Smash that like, the best channel in the business. Good looking out, bro. Appreciate you, Rapstar. Thank you, Sherry. But people couldn't wait to see Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson gave something back to the fans in terms of entertainment value. People go through bad stuff. Relationship battles, disgusting stuff. Floyd Mayweather was locked up because allegedly he hit his ex, the mother of his 3 children, where she took her life years after. But when he went to jail because he hit her, physically abused, allegedly, he went to jail. But people still wanted to see Floyd because Floyd's legacy overshined the bad. Mike Tyson's legacy overshined the bad. He didn't burn bridges in the sport of boxing, and he didn't burn bridges with other people around like outside of the ring. You know what I'm saying? He didn't burn bridges. Oscar De La Hoya, Sugar Ray Leonard, Ricky Hatton, Tyson Fury, all these dudes, whether they have substance abuse, whether they went to jail. Look at Adrian Broner right now. He got one of the hottest streams, him and Dean the Great. But because Adrian Broner, if you ask a lot of people in the sport of boxing, people like Adrian Broner as a person. You don't hear that in the sport of boxing. If you don't hear, oh, yo, I don't like Adrian Broner. He's a dickhead, yo. No, you know, a lot of these fighters right now, they look up to Adrian Broner. All these fighters right now, from the Haneys, from the Shakurs, from the Tank, from Tio, Earl Spence. You know, all these dudes, they like Adrian Broner outside. He has his own battles, but Adrian Broner is still likable. Adrian Broner still have a charisma that people are still. You see how Adrian Broner. I'm gonna bring back this around to compare it to Claressa Shields. So I want Claressa Shields to understand this. There's people out there that want to help Adrian Broner. There has been people that wanted to help Adrian Broner. There's people out there that want to help Mike Tyson when he was when he was on his downfall, and he was going through bankruptcy and stuff like that. There's people out there that want to help Oscar De La Hoya. There's people out there that want to help Tyson Fury. There's people out there to pick them up, whether it's family or family structure. Look at Earl Spence. Look at his look at Earl Spence's locker room before the car accident, and look at the locker room in his last fight. Mother, father, kids, family. Shyneka Shields, you have burned bridges with your own family, your best friends, people in the sport of boxing. You are banned from MVP. Your contemporaries don't rock with you like that. Some may feel sorry for you because they still have some type of relation, but as soon as they feel like they're great, you won't like them either. Every person that you call sister in the sport of boxing, you turn their backs on them. The difference between these other fighters' downfall is that they get picked up by family members, people that truly love them, because they didn't burn those type of bridges. Shyneka Shields, eventually, unfortunately, inevitably, when you go through that downfall, ain't nobody going to be there to pick you up. And this is why. This is where I see you. Hold on. This is where I see you. Everybody see your crash when your crash out is coming. This is going to be you. Either you fix yourself right now. This is going to be you. You will be in the padded cell. You will be in something like Bellevue Hospital. You will be in something like this. You will be in a straitjacket. You can't handle one simple, logical question. This ain't nobody's fault. This ain't YouTubers' fault. This ain't bloggers. This ain't Shyneka's fault. This is you who can't handle the heat of you being with a married man, and that married man is nowhere to be found to speak for you. The Darrell brother enabling this. Darrell, my brother, you're a Christian man, right? Shout out to Darrell. I like him as a fighter. I like his brother as a fighter. I think they good for the sport of boxing. But you no good for Shyneka Shields, my brother. You act like you Christian and all that stuff, my brother. Tell the word. Smack her with the Bible if you have to, Darrell. Fuck training her. Don't train her. Train her with the Bible. Read 2 Timothy. Train her. Teach her. Correct her. Rebuke her in righteousness, like the Bible says. So all these years you talk about being Christian, and all these years you talk about God and all that stuff, but when it comes to Shyneka Shields, you don't know how to put God info and scripture into this woman. That's also the problem with Shyneka Shields. That's also a problem. The enablers around her. It can only be one enabler. It could be one enabler, and she could be okay. That's why you around. Or you fucking her. It got to be one of the two, my brother. Or maybe you, weaky. Maybe you fucking her. I don't know. Maybe you and Papoose is running a train on her. I don't know. I just don't know when people preach about this, and we all imperfect. But if you're going to go out there all the time and preach, all right, so give this woman something to preach. If you her big bro, if you acting as a big bro, act as a big bro. If you love her, if this was a girl that since she was young, you have taken her under your wing, say, my man, don't mess with my little sis, because I don't know what your intentions is. I don't know what your intentions is, my bro, but this girl has gone through a lot of shit. She don't need what you about to do. Why you don't protect her as a big bro? You can't even protect her. That's the bad thing about it. Or maybe she doesn't let herself be protected. Or maybe when she says that she could F up men, maybe she gets that how you say, that confidence because she be beating up Remy Ma's husband upstairs. She slap him up. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe she slaps that dude up. He likes that masculine energy anyway. You could tell. Shout out to Remy. Remy looking all good and beautiful right now, but this is the reason why she's pushing what she calls herself. I'm on my soft girl Remy stuff. What is it? I'm on my soft girl stuff because we all know that Remy had that nigga energy, that thug nigga, street nigga energy. You feel me? She talked that talk like a nigga, right? She talked that talk. We understand it, right? So she had that energy. This motherfucker likes that shit. I'm sorry, ladies. I just don't like a woman talking to me like a man. It's just my thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't like a girl talking to me like a dude. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like Shyneka Shields, I'm sorry, Remy Ma's husband, he likes that. He likes that. He likes that masculine energy. I think that Shyneka Shields smacks him up. Pap is a street fighter. Something tells me she can't beat him up. Nah, he ain't no street fighter. He's not a protector. He's not a street fighter. He's none of that. A dude in nearly 50, a guy nearly 50 don't want to get into a street fight anyway. He likes that YN talk. He likes that. Mike from Boston in the building. You know what I'm saying? He liked that. That's why he likes Shyneka Shields. He liked that big feet. He liked all that. 50 Cent called a handsome, a handsome chick or something like that. I could see this play. Her contract by next year runs out. By then, Win Records already on partnership. They signed several fighters, and they can move on from a Shyneka Shields because the revenue is not there for Shyneka Shields. They're not getting money back. That's what a lot of promoters do when they come into the sport of boxing and they got new money. They overpay, right? Turkey Al Sheikh, Al Heyman, Eddie Hearn when he came to the American market. They overpay. So they overpaid Shyneka Shields with a $3 million bonus, right? But that's just their introduction. So then other fighters could take them serious. Once they're in knee deep, once they're in the business, all right, now we're not going to give you that type of money. I mean, we're not earning money like that. Love Joy with the $5 super chat. Been listening in the bushes. I'm really enjoying this live. Good looking now, Love Joe. Appreciate you. He said, SD is a stud. She's I don't know, bro. I just don't understand. Maybe God bless you. Maybe the pipe game is like, you remember what Bernie Mac said in that Def Comedy Jam? When he was like, just give her the day. Bernie Mac was saying, just give her the day. She's saying her G. What she said to her G? What she said again? Listen to her rant again. Let's listen to her rant. Oh, give me a second. Let's listen to her rant.
Because I told you that my man is going through a divorce. Us do not consider him a married man. Do not consider him a married man. But bitch, you sit here and cheat on your husband. Me.
Wait, just a goddamn minute. Hold on. When she says, us, don't consider him as a married man. This is when she's full-blown delusional. Full-blown delusional. She said, and I cut the little part because, you know what I'm saying, it got to be for less than 4 seconds. She said, us, that he's not a married, yo. How can you be that delusional? Shyneka, she'll chat GPT it to see. How can she be that delusional? And that's what I'm saying. Her beef is not with us. Her beef is with his status that has not changed. That's the beef. Anyway, let's keep on going. Let's listen again.
Because I told you that my man is going through a divorce. Us do not consider him a married man. Do not consider him a married man. But bitch, you sit here and cheat on your husband. Me and you not the same. So I never even knew nothing about you, Miss Shyneka. But since you want to come fucking with me, since you want to do interviews with haters, I want to tell you the real reason why Pap is with me. I'm a badass bitch.
You's a liar!
Flat out. My ass is real. My body's real.
I was prom queen of King High School.
You used to be the prom queen, now you ain't nothing but the prom fiend.
I look good as fuck in the face.
You's a liar!
I'm successful. I'm young. And the things that my little poo-nana can do is amazing.
Dang! Stinky pinky! You's a liar!
But no, I'm not even mad about her question because
You's a liar!
you asked the question in a distasteful way.
You's a liar!
I answered in a very classy way
You's a liar!
because the fans eating your ass up.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
You was dead ass wrong, but she checked the fuck out of you.
You smoke crack, don't you?
With your Miss Piggy looking ass, a question in such a distasteful way. And I answered you like the professional.
How much longer are you willing to be in a relationship with somebody's husband?
Pause, because that's not somebody's husband.
Yo, she said distasteful. I think that was the perfect question and the perfect way and the perfect introduction to the question. And I said this in the beginning when I did the live, right? When I did the video after I listened to the interview and stuff like that, how she led with the question. She said, because I've been through it. So she's not throwing shades at you. She's looking out for you. And that's what I mean. This woman she don't care about wisdom. She don't care about pioneers. She doesn't care about her contemporaries. She don't care about people looking after her. The more that's a woman that's like, don't look after me. Yo, she will curse out God. If Jesus would appear in the flesh and say, my child, mi hija, how long you gonna be with the married man? She will fight Jesus. She will fight Jesus Christ. And that's why I know she has a reprobate mind. She has a reprobate mind. That is the definition of a reprobate mind. The world today, they have tried to even take that word from the Bible. Do you understand that, folks? Y'all understand that they tried to take that word in new translation of the Bible. That is an old word translated in the English form. Let me see what they say now. They have taken the word reprobate. People don't even use that word like that anymore. But that's what Shyneka Shields is. Shyneka Shields has a reprobate mind. The type of mind that's it. God gave you up to a reprobate mind. He gave you up. I don't think there's no coming back. Right now, at this point, I don't think there's no prayer, because she just goes against anything that is trying to help her. Look out for her. Open up her eyes. She want her eyes glued shut. And this guy is more of a, I think he's more of a, he has a devilish spirit as well. The gigolo from upstairs, matter of fact, a lot of people like to be like, he's going to go back to his wife. He's not going to go back. You know why he's not going to go back to his wife? Because Remy is not going to let him back into her life. We cheered on, the hip hop culture cheered on for this couple. And I said from the beginning that she was not going to get the benefit of the doubt especially outside of the sport of boxing, because in hip hop, a lot of people love that relationship. That was love in hip hop in the flesh. They've been together that long that people root for them. Even when they broke up, a lot of people wasn't happy that they broke up. People was rooting that eventually they come back together. People didn't even want to talk. People didn't even pick sides because people was rooting for them to even come right back together. A lot of people didn't like that they separated. That was one of the couples that a lot of people respected. An underground couple that people respected. When you think about hip-hop couples around that time, you think about, yes, mainstream Beyonce and Jay-Z, but you thought about Remy and Pat. That's his relevancy. His marriage is his relevancy more so than his music. See, Remy Ma's relevancy is her music. Artistry. Sex appeal. Relevant. Remy Ma is probably top 2 most relevant, in my opinion. Maybe I could be biased because I'm from New York and everything that all you hear is Remy. Cardi B and Remy, that's what you really hear the most. Yeah, there's other women artists, but right now, the Knicks are winning. The world is watching. One of the biggest songs in America is Max B and French Montana, and she's on the remix. The biggest beat to freestyle, she outshadowed everybody. She got her own network. She got her own movie. As a matter of fact, I would tell Remy myself, don't let this man back in. You on the road, baby. You on the road. And you know what's the beautiful thing about it? Is that when you see Remy, for the most part, she shines with her daughter, bro. She's performing. You see her with their beautiful daughter. And they have a beautiful daughter. Shout out to both Remy and Pat. You got a beautiful daughter. The golden child. We call her the golden child. We call her the golden child. We don't want the golden child around that beast of Shyneka Shields. You keep that beautiful little girl away from that beast. How can you be with a woman like that? Because you got kids, my brother. The way that she act, let me tell you like this. Would you leave? Would you leave your daughter alone with Claressa Shields? Hell no, bro. Hell no. Hell no. You shouldn't even jump in a relationship when you have kids and you can't even have your kids around your new significant other. That means you working backwards. If you can't even bring your children around your girl or around your man, that means you're not ready to move on into a relationship. Everything got to be all intact. You got to move on before, you know what I'm saying? I know there's people, you know, but you got problems, but you got to get into a genuine civil situation with the ex-wife, the ex-girlfriend, the ex-boyfriend before bringing this person with and include them around your children. All that drama is not healthy. This drama is not healthy. This drama is not healthy. Has anybody seen a picture or a video of Remy Ma's husband, his children? I'm not talking about the adults. I'm talking about the little one. I ain't talking about the adult. I'm talking about the little one. I won't trust that woman around my kids. You crazy? You crazy? She'll probably snap and do something to the child. Yeah, keep on, yo. Remy Ma's husband, keep on playing with that woman. Keep on playing with that woman. Keep on playing with that woman, my brother. One day you're gonna have your beautiful child around this one, and she'll take that anger out of your child, my brother. Oh yeah. Yeah, keep that in mind. Yeah, let's keep it in mind. Yeah, I'm going far enough. Yes, I'm going deeper. Yes. How many times we do hear a dude and a woman killing toddlers, bruh? I'm not leaving this woman around children like that. Hell no, bro. That's the type of woman that be like, when I see a child and she looks identical as Remy, right? That child look identical as Remy. That woman gonna look at that child, she sees Remy. Because we all see Remy when we see her, right? If you take her and got that child, then God forbid do something, I don't even want to think about it. But that's how much of what I believe that she deserves to be in my opinion, the way she's acting, she deserves to be in a straitjacket, medicated, in a padded cell. And the padded cells awaits. Bellevue Hospital got your residency ready for you. A boxing granny said, I wouldn't trust her with my dogs. The dogs, the mother dog wouldn't trust the puppies around Shyneka. The mama dog wouldn't trust the puppies, the little dogs around Shyneka. Man, that mama dog will bite the leg off Shyneka Shields. Man, it's sad. I'm telling you, folks. That guy's evil, bro. They got an evil spirit. Maybe Remy broke this man's heart so much that I think he's numb. He's playing that pimp card. And in the world of men, there's a lot of men that don't see a problem with his card. See, that's what it is. There's a lot of men that don't hold him accountable. We mind our own business and stuff like that because within the man culture, we see him playing the pimp card. And in man culture, a pimp is not really the bad guy. You understand what I'm trying to say? Unfortunately, in the man culture, a dude that gets a lot of chicks, a dude, he got a mistress, a lot other dudes won't downplay that. So he don't see his wrongdoing. You know what I'm saying? See, in women culture, being a whore is not cool. In man culture, or if that's not your wife, the man don't even care about the whores. That's why men go to the strip clubs and stuff like that, and they don't care about that. They don't have an emotional attachment. You feel me? a mistress in the man community is not a bad. You know what I'm saying? You understand? For most, all right. Oh, yo, you got a wifey and a mistress and shit like that. Okay. So he don't see that he's doing anything bad. You don't see he's doing anything bad. She looking bad, but he's not looking bad. But for a guy like myself, I look at it like, damn. That's Claressa. She has everything going for herself. And this dude, for real, is just screwing it up. He's screwing it up. Every interview, they don't care about her fight. They don't know the opponent's name. They don't know her resume. You don't hear her interviews with these podcasters. They don't know shit. That's why they let her run their. That's why these podcasters let her run her mouth when she's talking about boxing. I could beat a man. I could do this, and they don't even fact check her because they don't care. They only in it really for the drama, the content that brings the algorithm, and it's not your boxing skills. There is no highlight reel. You don't have highlight reels. You only got 3 knockouts. Nobody goes back and say, yo, let's watch a Shyneka Shields fight again. We said that with Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. Oh, shit, we got to see that shit again. Nobody says, I want to see a Shyneka Shields. No, she think that because she's hitting the algorithm. But the bad thing about it, she's hitting the algorithm that has nothing to do with boxing. At least if your boxing and your career was primary and then the secondary will be the drama, just like the male boxers. See, people still think about Mike Tyson, the entertainer. Floyd Mayweather, the entertainer. Oscar De La Hoya, the entertainer. In the end of the day, all these fighters have baggage and have drama, relationships, substance abuse. But in the end of the day, when you first think about that fighter, you think about the knockouts. When you think about Mike Tyson right away, it's not, oh, shit, he raped him. No, you think about the knockouts. When you think about Floyd Mayweather, pretty boy Floyd Mayweather. When you think about Manny Pacquiao, oh, shit, Manny Pacquiao, oh, shit. When you think about Sugar Ray Leonard, you don't think about that he was sniffing coke. You think about one of the most entertaining men, Sugar Ray man, yo, Hearns, Hagelin, Roberto Duran, and all that shit. You know, Julio Cesar Chavez. Julio Cesar Chavez had domestic abuse. Nigel Benn, domestic abuse. All these fighters had domestic abuse. But their skill and their entertainment value overshadows the bad things. When it comes to Shyneka Shields, no one cares about her boxing. No one cares. When you think about Amanda Serrano, what do you think about? Boxing. Katie Taylor, boxing. Alicia Baumgartner, boxing. Kayla Mayer, boxing. Ellie Scottney, boxing. Ebony Bridges, boxing. Cecilia Breakers, boxing. Jessica McCaskill, boxing. Flores, boxing. Christina Cruz, boxing. Tiara Brown, boxing. Estrada, boxing. Every woman boxer, you think about boxing. When you think about Shyneka Shields, you're thinking about Remy Ma's husband. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we back at it live. We back at it live. Y'all already know on Wednesday I usually don't go too long, but on Thursday is unlimited time. You know what I'm saying? We back at it around the same time. 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We back at it tomorrow. Y'all already know. Subscribe to the channel. We need 7 more followers on Kick to reach 100 followers. Subscribe to my Kick as well. Follow me on Facebook, Punch Run Boxing. Follow me on IG. Follow your boy. Let's get the community up on all the social media platforms. Thank you for the people that donated to the channel. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for everybody smashing the like button. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for commenting and engaging with the channel that helped the visibility of the live. You already know, God first, everything second. Fight plus survive equals true champions. The best investment you can make in your life is have God in your heart. God first, everything second. We're one race, the human race. Love you. God bless. And on to the next.